Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, giving our thoughts now that we have confirmation that Danai Gurira, who of course plays Michonne, will be leaving the Walking Dead television series. Oh no! Links in the description for you guys. Comicbook.com's got it. The tagline or the headline is The Walking Dead, Danai Gurira's exit confirmed. Oh man, this is there's one good thing about this. At least we don't have to wait all the way until November to see what they're going to do. It sounds like they're kind of going to let us know ahead of time how this thing is going to go. So we've got some details about this, even though it's still kind of being released and the details are not entirely out there. But here's what it says. It says speculation and rumor is now confirmed, as it has been announced that The Walking Dead is losing star Danai Gurira, who plays fan favorite Michonne. Ooh, right? Then it says THR dropped the exclusive report confirming that Gurira is leaving The Walking Dead and has even detailed how her exit will be handled. Apparently, Gurira signed on for The Walking Dead Season 10, but only in a limited capacity. And then it says, quote, Gurira will return in a limited capacity, described as only a handful of episodes that will be interspersed throughout season 10. So this is the same kind of deal that we saw probably with Andrew Lincoln last year, who of course plays Rick, where he signed on for the first, we had heard 6 episodes and ended up being like the first 5 episodes of the season. And then of course there was the big leave with the helicopter and everything. And so then we have not seen, he's basically out of the series and won't be returning. So this is really unfortunate news. So she'll be returning in limited capacity. So if they've done 5 or 6 episodes in the past, and the same was with Maggie, right? She was in the first 5, wasn't it? And then she was not in the rest of the season. I would think that it'd probably be something similar to that. Now it says it's going to be interspersed, so it means that they might not be the first 5. It might be like the first half or something like that. Probably something like that, or maybe 4 episodes from the first half and 4 or something from the second. We'll have to see exactly how it plays out. It might not be exactly 5, but probably somewhere between like 5 to maybe 4 to 8 or something like that. But if they've done 5 in the past before, then that's probably close to what we're looking at. So they're going to be interspersed throughout season 10, and then it says, but that will not be the final end for Michonne and The Walking Dead. However, as THR also notes, that Gurira will likely segue to the 3 Walking Dead movies that AMC is planning with former leading man Andrew Lincoln. So the story is still developing, so that will not be the final end for her. And they note that this is likely, but not for sure. So not guaranteed for sure that she's going to be crossing over into the movies. I think that's what everybody kind of wants to see, is her and Rick kind of meet again at some point. And I think that makes sense for her character. It's been a while for the time skip, but I suppose some things could happen, and she could decide that she just can't stay anymore, and that she has to go find Rick, no matter what the cost, no matter how long it takes. She's got to go out there. She can't just stay back in Alexandria or the Hilltop in these places and just live there. She's got, with Judith and with RJ. She's got to get out there. Now the other characters. It does complicate things a little bit, the fact that she's a mother and everything, and so the character is like, is she going to be bringing RJ with her? How does that work? Does Judith stay in the Walking Dead television series? Does Judith leave with her? So it's definitely going to be kind of tricky with regards to the other characters and how that affects it. But the biggest thing here, if she does go into the movies, I would rather see her in the movies than not at all. I'd rather see her, reprise her role as Michonne in the Walking Dead movies than not at all. I think that would be good if we could see her at least in the movies with Rick at some point there. And again, same type of situation. We would expect probably not to see her return in the Walking Dead TV series, but you never know if the series goes on long enough. Maybe eventually she could decide she could do another season or 2 or something. But certainly, this is really, really bad news for the Walking Dead television series. Now, I mean, the show must go on, so they're gonna, they're doing season 10 regardless, and there'll probably be a season 11, but we'll have to see once we get closer to that date if that's confirmed. But it's really bad for the Walking Dead, right? I mean, the Walking Dead has lost in the last year. I mean, forget about several years, but just in the last year, you can count all the characters. You count, like, you start with Rick, and then maybe Carl, because in terms of importance, he is extremely important. Of course, he went out the other way, not leaving to movie or something. Maggie, who may or may not come back, and then now if Michonne's going to leave, and Dwight was given to Fear, and Morgan was given to Fear, and so this right here, I think, is it's a big downside of kind of the way they decided to go with making The Walking Dead more of a franchise. And it was kind of our fear going forward, is that by creating Fear the Walking Dead and by adding, giving some of your characters to it, and by doing the Walking Dead movies, which I think is a great concept, and I much prefer to see that than to see these characters be just killed off, especially Rick, right? But the problem with doing all these things is, or the downside of it is that you've weakened the original Walking Dead television series, because you've given these, important star characters that are at the leading front for the Walking Dead. They've had so much time in the series, and they've grown, the audience has grown attached to these characters, and then you're having them go off into these other projects. I guess there's nothing they can really do about it. Contracts are contracts. You can't force people to stay if they don't want to. Sometimes you can't pay them enough for just a TV series to get them to stay. And sometimes they might want to, go off and do movies, and they might want to, switch in that way. Really unfortunate news. At least we didn't have to wait until November to hear it, but I'm very saddened by this news, because I just feel like day by day by day, as we get more and more information about Season 10 and about the future of the Walking Dead television series, it just looks weaker and weaker and weaker in terms of the cast and the crew and the people you have. And with these episodes in the back half right now, what we're seeing, sure, we have an awesome new group of villains coming in with the Whisperers, and they're intriguing and everything like that, and that's exciting to see. But on the survivor side, you have a group of survivors that is completely different from before, and in a lot of ways, you don't even have necessarily A-list or B-list, but we're getting to a lot of the scenes are filmed with a lot of C-list characters and D-list characters. So who's going to take over for the lead if Michonne is gone? Of course, you got Daryl there, you got Carol, and then who's next? Like Negan? Like Negan's going to lead Alexandria. Negan's going to save The Walking Dead. I don't know, man. And it also creates a thing where everybody else, if they're going to leave, and then the people who are going to stay are going to have even more work to do, and it's going to be kind of crazy. So this one for me, deeply saddened to hear this, because the Walking Dead television series is it's reinvented itself, yes, but it's done it it's so different from what it was. Comparing like season 8 to season 10 is going to be like completely different in every which way. All the leading characters, you just have a few left, literally. And, that's another blow that, personally, I feel like the Walking Dead original canon series probably can't take right now. It's what we didn't want. We didn't want to see the Walking Dead be weakened so much because of the other projects and because of the other stuff they have going. It's great that they did Fear, and it's great that they're doing the movies, but we didn't really want to see the original series have so many people leave, to where it's like there's almost nobody left of those original kind of OG characters from the show. Wow. So I think we'll just focus on that for today. I'll have another video for you guys probably tomorrow, and we'll give our thoughts more. Let me know what you guys think. How does this affect the future of The Walking Dead for you? What is the future of The Walking Dead? Leave a comment below. What the hell's going on? I don't even know. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, favorite, and hope you guys are doing well. Hope this news doesn't upset you too much. We can definitely look forward to the movies, and at least she'll be in season 10 somewhat. But that pretty much means season 11 and going forward, they're not going to have a lot of these name characters, these forefront characters anymore that we've had for many years. They're going to have to really build new ones. Wow, man, crazy stuff. Everybody's gone. Everybody, even Jesus is gone. God damn, man. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.